Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Lynn and I'm Pretty Papercraft 67. Just recently I have been following along with Corrie on CorriesPaperTrail on Instagram. Corrie to me is a brilliant paper artist, and her style is something that I very much am inspired by. And Corrie has just been posting a series of mixed media background papers. Corrie's been doing them on a really big scale. I've only got a small amount of area, but I wanted to give it a go. Now, I'm not an expert by any means, and these look totally different to how Corrie has done hers. But I've got to say, I have enjoyed the process. I am trying to learn more about distress inking and working with mixed media. So yeah, I put these two together. These were one, and I cut them down the middle, and I've sewn all around them. And then I did a second one here, which I kind of like. I don't know that I like or I dislike. It's a new craft to me, but I look at that and I think that could make a nice junk journal page or cover. You could cut it down to use it as backgrounds on tags and pockets and all sorts of bits and pieces. So I thought we might get on and make one on camera and just see what comes of it, kind of thing. So I'm just going to use some book pages. These are just old book pages from a hardcover children's book. So all I'm going to basically do is I'm going to stick the pages together to create one big page. And I'm just going to use a bit of glue stick and just stick them down like that. And then again, the same on the bottom edge. I'm going to stick another page about there like that. And then I'll stick this last one down as well. So then I've got like it's a little bit bigger, but you can sort of say like an A4 sized page, if you will. Now you could work on a really big scale, which is what Corrie's done, and I love it, but you know, this is good enough for me. Now I'm probably going to do a little differently in the sense that I'm going to mix it up with all sorts of things. I've got some ink dyed napkin, and I've got some stickers, and I've got some tickets, and I've also got, I want to bring in these two. These were rolls of stickers from a mystery box. So all I'm going to do is go around my page and just randomly put down some some bits and pieces of interest, just to create a bit of a background, just that sort of thing. And we'll just work around the whole page doing this. So this is a double-sided ticket, but I'll just forfeit the one side. And I'm just, for no particular reason or order, I'm just going to stick some things down like that. And I'm going to keep turning it as I go, so that at the end it can be any direction. Oh, sorry if you can hear that. We live right behind a school, so yeah, we hear the bell and assembly and the kids and all sorts. So I'm sorry if you heard that. So I'm just going to give these a really good press because I want them to really stick well. And I'm just going to keep turning my page. Now I'm just going to come over here. I've got a whole little tray of bits and pieces that I'm just going to just place down just for interest. Now, I don't think in Corrie's video she did this, where she took random bits and pieces. I think that she did it more with paint and inking and plain paper, but we'll kind of get there. I've got some of these stickers as well. Oops, I've got bits flying everywhere. So again, I'm just going to turn it, and I'm just going to pop a sticker on here, just like this. I don't even know if I'm in camera. I apologise if I went out of frame there a bit. Got one left on this one, so we may as well use that up. And just sort of do it like there. And then I'm just going to keep working around. What else have we got in here? I have got some of these from mystery boxes, all sorts of bits and pieces of stickers and things. So we might use some of these if I can successfully get them off the backing piece. I do tend, oh, there we go. I do tend to have some trouble with that sometimes. So, yeah, just going all the way around. I'm overlapping some. Like that sort of thing. And you can put as many or as few as you like on your page. There's another clock I want to put down. I'm just going to sort of put that one there. Turn it this way. Now I'm just going to start to stick some of these down. These are, I love these stickers. So just for no particular reason, in no particular order, I'm just going to stick some stickers down. Do this one here. I'm going to turn it again, and then I have some stickers in brown as well, so we'll grab those out. These ones here. And washi tape, yep, you could definitely use some washi tape in this little project as well. Just for no reason, no rhyme nor reason, just placing some things down. All right, just sort of that type of thing. You can go more, you can go less. I wanted to also put some of this napkin down because I just like when it dries, it's got that nice sort of texture to it. So just for no reason, in no particular place, I'm just going to pop a bit of this down as well. Just like that. Oh, it's all coming apart. That's all right. I'll be a bit more gentle there. And I might put a bit over here. Just like that. And on these, I'm just going to go over the edges with my glue stick on this napkin, just to get it to really stick well. I'm going to blend that glue just with my finger a bit. And then I'm going to turn it, and I'm just going to put, oh, I don't know, a little bit more along here somewhere maybe. Like about that. All right. Now, like I said, you can keep going. What's this one here? I did a little bit more. I built up my stickers a little bit more and a little bit closer together, but that's completely personal choice what you want to do there. I'm just going to pick all these bits up that fell everywhere. And then I'll put these away like that. All right, so then when I got to this stage, all I did was I took some white acrylic paint, just cheap Kmart paint, and I'm just using a bit of a stamp block over on this side here. And I'm just going to spray just a tiny bit of water on that. And then I'm simply just going to take this white acrylic paint and I'm going to paint over the whole thing, just lightly. it's not to cover everything up, it's just to kind of mute it down so that it all kind of ties in together. Now you could use gesso, I think it is. I don't have gesso. Well, that's a lie. I do have gesso, but it's black, and I didn't want to put black on this. But yeah, gesso. But I find that acrylic paint works well in the sense that it will seal it all off anyway. So yeah, just very randomly, just going around in all different directions. And then when that dries, you will still see the stickers and the bits and pieces as it dries. So I'm just gonna go along here. And I am being rather messy with it all. I'm not being real precise in the way that I'm painting. I just want it to cover. And if some areas are even a bit thicker than others, I don't mind that either. That is, it all just lends to texture. So all right, so that's fairly covered. Like I said, once that dries, a lot of these stickers and that will then show through again. That doesn't seem to want to stick, but that's all right. All right, so then when we get to this stage, I may as well just use up this little bit of extra paint. I'm just going to put a few thicker areas around. All right, now let me clean up that block because I will need it again. I'm just cleaning up my block, getting rid of all that white paint. All right, so I'm going to put this one to the side because I have made another one here that is dry. So give me a minute. I'm just going to put this to the side. And I will bring this one in that I have worked on. Now this one I did a little differently in the sense that I used some bigger pieces. Now I'm not sure if I like it or not. But anyway, we'll see how we go as it comes along. So now what I basically want to do is I want to do some stamping, some hand stamping on there. So I'm going to grab, I've just got a few stamp sets out to sort of have a bit of a play with. And of course I'm going to go with my favourite first off. And I'm going to use some permanent ink, not that one, where's my black? I'm going to use my two archivals because they're permanent, and I will be coming back over this with ink so that way it won't run. And I think I will stamp these numbers in black. And so I'm just going to randomly stamp just everywhere and anywhere. Just like that. And I'm going to turn it as I go. I'm giving him a bit of a firm press because we have got a few different layers here of the different stickers and things. And I'll go one over here as well. Just like that. So that's what I'm doing with that one. Then I have got my Tim Holtz. Now I saw Kerry did a video the other day and she used these, the Tim Holtz, and she gave me a really great idea with the way she was setting out her numbers, and I just really loved it. So I'm copying off you, Kerry. So what Kerry did was she used the dots. If they will stick, they're a little bit troublesome. They don't always want to stick. These little dots. Anyway, we'll see how we go. And I'm just going to grab some numbers. And I'm just going to grab some numbers and some letters and just see what we come up with. And I don't really mind that they're not all perfectly. That's not going to stick, that little number, a little dot. There was a second one, but it looks like it's gone. Oh no, there he is. Let's see if we have better luck with that one. Yeah, that one likes to stick. And let's just put an S in there, just for something. Oh, he doesn't look like he wants to stick either. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue stick on that, on the base of that. That just might help to stick while we're doing this. All right, so I've just got random numbers and random letters like that. And that's what we're going to come up with. And then I'm just going to stamp these around in different areas. I'm sorry if my table wobbles. Just that sort of thing. Because of the white paint, it is a little bit fainter. I'm just going to swap out some numbers. Just see how we go. And there's a really big S. Let's do that. How does that look? Take out this one and we'll put in a 7. Again, for no reason, just to be random. And we'll put this one, let's put it here. I hope I'm still in camera. Like that, and then we'll just turn it this way and we'll swap out a couple of numbers again. And we will go like that. I love these. Well, it's a G, I think, not an A. I love these Tim Holtz letters. I just love them. I use them all the time. Right, and we will just put that one, where will we put this one? Over about here. Just like that. And now I'm just going to do a little bit more hand stamping. I'm just putting all of these things back. Like that, and closing those up. And then I have also got, from another mystery box, these beautiful dandelions, are they called? Those little flowers that you make a wish. They're just lovely. I'm going to stamp just randomly some of those around. I'm going to do these in brown. And then turn my page. And actually, I'm going to do it like that. Just giving it a really firm press. I'll do one over here. One in about there. And one more. I like one. I'm going to do one. I might do 2 more actually. I'm going to do one here sort of on the edge. And then I'm going to turn it and do another one over here on this edge. So it really looks like a bit of a hot mess. But I don't know. I just think that it could be very useful for, it's like, I guess, in a sense, it's like making a masterboard. All right, so that's going to be that for that lot. And what else do I have? I've got this number 5 here, which I love. So again, I'm just going to go randomly around with a bit of this one. Like that. Just wherever it looks good. Like that. And maybe there. Just like that sort of thing, all upside down and all around about. And I think we might leave that like that, because otherwise it's just going to get too messy. All right, so then the next step that I want to do is I'm going to do some stenciling, some texture paste stenciling. I did it on this one here, along those edges, and then I also did it with this one. This one here I used gilding paste over the top of it, so it's got that kind of gold sheen to it. But what I have learned is you don't want to do it as thick as I originally did it. So I've got these big stencils. Now these are cool. These are actually now Sofrito brand, and these are for cake decorating. So I found these at, well, it's not called Robin's Kitchen now, it's called House, but yeah, it was a Robin's Kitchen store. And I'm just going to use my spack filler because I love the way that this stuff works. I've said that a million times. All right, so all I'm simply going to do, I haven't used this design yet, so I'm just going to pick a random spot. And like I said, I don't want to use too much because I want it to dry fairly quickly. So I'm just going to just run the stenciling just down over the top of it like that. That one has moved a bit. Just like that. And you can make it really thick if you like. I've just found it dries really nice and quick if it's not so thick, and it doesn't need to be so thick. Alright, we'll just pull that away. Isn't that cool? I love that. And then I'm just going to turn it and just do a little bit more, oh, I don't know, maybe in this corner here. Just a little bit like that. You could go fully over the whole lot if you wanted. I'll just put just a touch more just along this edge here. Just like that. Okay, just going to go and throw this in the sink. All right, and I better clean up this desk before it dries hard. So I'll just clean up this real quick. That'll give that a minute to dry. Now, ideally, before I do this next step, I would like that texture paste or spack filler to be completely dry, but we'll see what happens when it's a little bit wet. It'll either dissolve or it won't, so it's no big deal either way. All right, so I'm going to bring this back in, and now I'm simply just going to use some Distress ink just to colour it up, really. Now, I'll put some stuff out the way. I've got my stamping block again. And I've got some Distress Oxide, and I've got some ordinary ink as well. So I'm just going to give that a little bit of a shake. I'm going to turn that a bit. And I'm just going to pop just some of this down here on my stamping block. Like that. And then a little bit of this Distress ink as well. It's the same Gathered Twig, but it's just darker because it's not an oxide. And some water. And then I'm just randomly going to wet my page and then come in with some ink and just let it kind of run. And if there's areas that I'm not happy, I'm just going to spray them and then they will just run. And yeah, it's this texture paste, or the spack filler is not exactly dry yet, so it's going to yeah, melt a bit more than I wanted it to. So I might actually keep a bit away from that. I'm just going to keep my page wet, go up and down the edges. Yeah, you can see that's melting. But hey, that could be a cool look too. You never know. And I'm just simply going to go all around, wetting it as I go, letting it run where it wants to run. Like that. Just like that, really. And then I'm going to also just bring in some black. Now again, it would probably be better if I let all this dry first before I use the black, but we'll just see. I'll put a little bit of black there, a little bit of water, and I'm just going to take that and just sort of, yeah, it's not showing up as well as I would like it to. I just wanted to go around some of these. It's just a bit too wet, but the black will just kind of like shadow things a bit, or give it a bit of depth or something. Yeah, that texture paste hasn't worked wet, but that's all right. Once it does dry, it could be really cool. I'm just going to use up the rest of that and just follow along some of these lines where we joined the papers together. And there you go. And that's pretty much what I do, just to, I don't know, do something different. Use up some stickers and some scraps of paper and bits and pieces like that. I enjoy it. It's teaching me a little bit about different combinations of ink colours and how they work together. And then at the end of it, I may have a background that I can use on some ephemera pieces. Now this one, I'm just going to pick this up. I'm just going to pop it over here for a minute. And then I'll just bring these back in. So yeah, you can, you know, that could be really nice as a nice journal cover. These are book pages, so they're a bit fragile. So I've just covered them, the backs of them. Well, this one, not this one, I hadn't, but just some coffee stain paper just to make them a bit durable. So yeah, just some really nice ideas. You don't have to buy anything special. Just use what you have in the way of your stencils and your stamps. And if you do like to ink, you don't have to. A bit of paint. Yeah, and once that dries, then everything will come back up, and I really enjoy it. I think it's a nice relaxing little craft to do for something a little bit different, and yeah, hopefully make some sort of supplies in the process. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Give it a go. You'll enjoy it. It's fun. You get dirty, but you know, so what? All right, guys, have a great day. Please stay safe and well, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.